A big joke that we have in my, like, pretty much all of my friend groups is that I have a lot of ops. I say that way too much. I don't mean it half the time, but I do mean it when I say that Colleen Hoover is my op. Something about the name Colleen just has bad luck associated with it. Colleen Ballinger, Colleen Hoover, like, I want to preface this by saying I am not here to spread hate on anyone who reads Colleen Hoover and enjoys it. Like, read what you want to read. I'm not here to judge. I've read some pretty weird stuff, so we're not judging. We're not hating on people who enjoy Colleen Hoover books. Not what we're here to do at all. But I feel like especially with It Ends With Us. I think it came out last Friday. I want to say. I don't remember when it came out. Whoa. I feel like I kind of need to talk about it. It's been on my list to talk about for a while now. Oh my god, the movie's 2 hours long. Ew. Anyways, Justin Baldoni, I think that's how you say it, is he directed it and he was in it, so I love him. Anyways, I really wanted to talk about this for a while now because I feel like Colleen Hoover's a very mixed bag. Like, you either love her or you hate her. There's really not an in between. I'm a hater. Definitely a hater. Let's talk about this first, because this one's first. I think it's weird. Actually, I want to get this out of the way. I think it's weird that the first one's called It Ends With Us, and then the sequel's called It Starts With Us. Colleen. Okay. Anyways. Sorry, I'm trying to find my review while I talk. This book was interesting. She was an interesting one. I read this because of Book Talk. I will say that. I did read this because it was all over Book Talk. I think I was in 7th grade when I read it. I want to say. I feel like I was in 7th grade. I probably was. Regardless. And it was, I never wrote a review. Never mind. It was interesting. Basically, the basic plot of it is Lily Bloom. Her full name is Lily Blossom Bloom. What were we thinking with that one? Anyways, she moves to Boston or whatever. It's been a while since I've read this. I think it's Boston, and she's on a roof. And oh wait, I should probably say there's spoilers. There's spoilers. And she's on a roof, and this hot doctor guy walks up on the roof too, and he starts throwing chairs and stuff, and then he looks over and he's like, "You're so pretty," and she's like, "Oh, thanks, I guess." And then he's like, "I can't wait to sleep with you," and she's like, "What?" Which I would be too. I would be too. I don't even know this man's name. And we find out that the guy's the guy's name is Ryle. Ick. Anyway. And then he shows up to her apartment one day, which, first of all, how does he know where she lives? Creep. And then he's like, "Please, please let me sleep with you." This man is on his knees begging outside of her apartment door, "Please." And then they do, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while. And then I just spaced out. And then they get together, and that's when they kind of abuse. I don't know why I was gonna put that in quotes. It's abuse. Abuse starts. I think he rapes her, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, actually. Ooh, I was supposed to blur that out. YouTube doesn't like that word. I can't remember if it was consensual or not. It's slipping my mind. You'd think I'd remember that, but I don't. Regardless, I think that's when she gets pregnant. And this book was a trip, man. I don't remember anything. The little trauma things in my brain just blocked the entire plot of this book out. Okay? Oh, and Lily, by the way, is like best friends with Ryle's sister. It's so weird, man. The only character I actually liked in this book was, I don't even remember Ryle's sister's name, actually. Alyssa. So Alyssa is Ryle's sister. The only character I liked was Alyssa's husband, Marshall. He was the only, like, actually decent person in this whole book. And then there's also, like, a lot of victim blaming, too, which is really weird. Like, Lily grew up with abusive parents. Like, her dad would, like, hit her mom or whatever. And she'd always be like, why won't my mom just leave my dad? Clearly he's not treating her right. Why wouldn't she just leave? Girl. And then she ends up in that situation, and she's like, I don't know. He was such a nice guy in the beginning. Girl. Which, this is not me victim blaming. I'm just saying, like, she couldn't understand her mom's situation. And then when she ends up in it, she still doesn't understand her mom's situation. Like, girl, what? You're literally, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'm wasting my breath. But by the end of it, I think they break up. I don't think they get married. I think he wanted to get married, and she was like, no. She has a baby. I think the baby's name is Dory. It was something stupid. Oh, let me talk about the Ellen DeGeneres letters. Let me see if I can find one. Hold on. Because this was wild. Whoa, what did I just turn to? That was an interesting scene. Okay, wait, let me see if I can find one of these Ellen letters. Because this was crazy. Okay, so when Lily was growing up, she would, like, write these letters to Ellen DeGeneres to cope, I guess, with her dad hitting her mom, which is, like, it's good to have coping skills. But Colleen, out of all the celebrities you chose Ellen DeGeneres? Okay. So they always start with, like, Dear Ellen, and then this one is on page 144. She says, Dear Ellen, I need to apologize to you. It's been a week since I've written to you, and a week since I've watched your show. Oh, this one's weird. Okay, don't worry, I still record it so you'll get the ratings, but every day we get off the bus, Atlas takes a quick shower, and then we make out. Every day. It's awesome. At the time, by the way, the time she's writing these letters, she's 15 and Alice is 18. It's giving Catching a Case. Oh, Atlas, by the way, there's so much I'm leaving out. Atlas is like, he's like a homeless guy who lives in like this like abandoned house thing next to Lily's house when she was growing up, and he like, he's like gonna himself, and he like sees her in the light of her window, and he's like, oh my god, it's an angel, it's a sign I'm supposed to stay alive. So he does, and they like make out and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he took her virginity too. It was weird. And then he finds her all the years later with Ryle, and then I don't even know. And then there's It Starts With Us. The sequel that came out last year, I think. Was it October? Let's see. When did It Starts With Us come out? I'm pretty sure it was October. No, it was October 2022. Yep. Because I read this 8th grade year. Yeah, because I bought it right after it came out, because I was like, I need to see where this is going. Oh, wait, is this the cringy one line at the end, or is it It Starts With Us? Regardless, sorry. I was interrupted by my brother. Ew. Anyways, this one ends with, I think it's Atlas talking. I don't remember. You can stop swimming now, Lily. We finally reached the shore. Okay, King. Anyways, It Starts With Us. I don't remember a lot about this book. The only thing I remember remember was there was like 2 gay 12-year-olds. Ryle keeps trying to take the kid away from Lily. Lily and Atlas get married. I don't know. It was weird. Definitely a cash grab. I say this in my review. My exact quote from my review is, "I won't say much about the book, but it won't really affect anything because what is there to say about this book? Nothing happens. Anyway, my opinion is this book was 100% a cash grab after Miss Colleen saw the success of It Ends With Us on TikTok. She got my money, though, because here I am." Don't read it. It's just a waste of money, which I still agree with years later. This is the cringy ending, though, that I was thinking of. In her actual vows, in the last line of the book, P.S. It is my wish for you to be my fish. What? Ew. Ick. Anyways, but that's the basic, like, just the rundown that I've already spent like 10 minutes talking about. I'm so sorry. I'm such a yapper. I'm never saying that again. I'm so sorry. Anyway. That's this. These are the only Colleen Hoover books I own, or that I've just read in general. My issue is with her, partly for this, but also what in the world? That's not what I wanted. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna talk about Ugly Love real quick. If you don't know about Ugly Love, you are blessed. This book is just something else. I'm trying to get the direct quote. I don't think I can find it. Give me a moment. Oh, here we go. Found it. Okay, so they're talking or whatever, and they're like driving home from the hospital after she gives birth to the baby, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this baby's so beautiful," and he's like, and the guy, I don't know his name, she's like, or wait, it's a man, he uses he, him, and he's like, "Oh, well, he got the beautiful part from you. The only thing he got from me was his male genitalia." And she laughs hard. "Oh my god, I know," she says. "They're so big." We both laugh at our son's big. I don't want to say that word on the internet. Like, that's gross. This is not just a minor. This is fresh out the womb. Like, why was this published? Like, that's gross. It's just gross, honestly. We don't need to be talking about children's private areas in a published book. Like, it's just gross. It's just gross, to simply put it. It's disgusting. I will say the main thing I wanted to talk about was the whole romanticizing abuse thing that people talk about a lot with this book, and I have a few things to say about it. I did mention this in a short that I posted where I was kind of hating on this book, and I kind of explained it in the comment section because someone asked me about it, but I'm gonna reiterate it here. Let me see if I can pull it up, actually, so I can take some of the points from it. But basically, a point that a lot of people like to make with this book specifically is that Colleen Hoover romanticized abuse. This is my own opinion. Oh, shit. Whoopsie. I have a potty mouth there. I didn't say that. Okay. I do think it is partially Colleen's fault for the whole romanticizing abuse thing. just because of the way she wrote this book, what I took away from it, from my own experience, from my own reading journey with this, was that it's just, I don't think it was her intention to romanticize it, but I do think it might have come across that way to some people. I do think Book Talk is more at fault for this, though, because there were some women on there who were like, oh my gosh, Ryle is so hot. I wouldn't leave him if he hit me. Okay. Why are we saying this? And I feel like, especially with, you know, if you've seen Book Talk, you know the girls on there are only getting younger and younger. Like, I have seen, like, 9-year-olds reading Icebreaker. Girl, go back to 4th grade. So it's just, when these books are being pushed everywhere, and then we have young girls reading them, and then they're seeing these people say that it wasn't that bad, or Ryle didn't mean to, or he just had anger issues, it's putting the thought in these young girls' heads that this kind of stuff is okay, when it absolutely is not. And it's just not okay. And I feel like we just need to talk about it. Somebody a lot smarter than me has probably already made a video about this. But that's just my main issue with Colleen Hoover, is the ugly love scene and the whole romanticizing abuse thing. I feel like she just needs to come out and talk about it, especially when this book sold more books, like more copies than the Bible. I feel like maybe you should make a statement like, hey guys, that wasn't really the point of the book. And then move on. Or stop writing. That's also a really great idea that I would be in full support of. I'm starting a GoFundMe right now. Is that what it's called now? GoFundMe? Do people still use that? I don't know. But I'm going to start one right now. And it's going to be called Ban Colleen Hoover from Writing Any More Books. And I need everyone to sign it. Like I said at the beginning, I don't care if you read her books, honestly. What I do care about is when you go online and you talk about how the abuse wasn't that bad, because it was. I think what he does is he hits her a few times, she gets cut with glass once, and then she gets pushed down the stairs while she's pregnant. Sir, that's your baby in there. It's just, you can't go online and say these things and then not face repercussions for it. So it's just, I don't know, it's frustrating, honestly. It's just frustrating. But just know any kind of abuse is not okay. Like, even if you just get hit once, I mean, it's never an accident. You will know when it's accidental. But if somebody, or I guess, how do I phrase this? You can accidentally hit someone in the way that you accidentally bump into someone. Like, if your hand, like, you're trying to grab something, that's different than my hand, like, actually hitting you. It's never an accident. It's never because they were just mad. Like, at one point, I think Lily even says in the book, like, oh, he's just had a rough day at work, so that's why he hit me. It's something like that. It's something stupid, and it's like, no. So, I don't know. Abuse is not okay, and people should maybe not read Colleen Hoover. That's the point of this whole thing. Okay. Well, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna shut my mouth.